When does a line truly begin? Is it the moment the brush touches the paper, or the moment we decide to follow it? A brush touches paper, ink spreads, and something starts moving. When I began drawing these lines, I didn't think about books or series or even explanations. I was simply following a discipline. Place the brush at the top of the page and let the line descend. Each line would continue until it stopped. Sometimes the path was smooth. Sometimes it hesitated. Sometimes it broke. But every line carried something with it. A moment, a choice, a memory. Over time, those drawings began to form a language. Not a language of words, but of movement, pauses, and endings. And eventually, that language asked for a quieter place to unfold. And eventually, that language became a book. Today, I'm releasing the first volume of a series called Between Ink and Silence. This first book is titled Lines That Begin. It's not a technical manual, and it's not a guide to drawing. Instead, it's a reflection on the creative process itself. Each chapter follows the idea of a single line descending across the page. The way it moves, the way it stops, and the way it sometimes begins again. Because in many ways, a line behaves like a life path. It starts with intention, it encounters resistance, it makes decisions along the way, and eventually it reaches a place where that particular path ends. Not as failure, but simply as the completion of a venture. In the drawings you've seen on this channel, the darker marks appear where the brush leaves the paper. Those moments matter. They mark hesitation, completion, or sometimes the quiet decision to continue differently. In the book, I explore these ideas more slowly. Some chapters reflect on repetition, some on uncertainty, others on the strange moment when a line breaks, and yet still continues. There are no formulas here, only questions. What keeps us moving once we've begun? What happens when the line falters? And why do some paths seem to end long before we expected them to? The book doesn't try to answer these questions directly. Instead, it stays close to the experience of drawing, where meaning often appears only after the line is finished. If you've been following the Azryn drawings, this book is another way of entering that world. A quieter one, more reflective. Something you can return to slowly. You can find Lines That Begin, the first volume of Between Ink and Silence, through the link in the description. You may also notice that the printed edition leaves space between chapters. Blank pages for your own reflections, notes, or drawings. Because some lines are meant to continue beyond the book. And as always, thank you for following these lines as they continue to unfold. If you've connected with what you've seen here and, you'd like to support my work or follow it more closely, I've created a space on Patreon. There I share the process behind each piece, sketches, thoughts, and the quiet work that doesn't always make it to the video. It's not about selling, it's about sharing meaningfully. If that speaks to you, the link is below. Thank you for being here.